What's going on? This is Steve, and in this episode, this is the How to Manifest Anything That You Desire Using the Law of Attraction podcast here. And my name is Steve, and this is actually episode number 3. And in this episode, going to talk about how I got serious about using the law of attraction. So basically, it all started when I came home from work one day, and I was tired, had a terrible stress headache, and when I got into my apartment, I was already dog tired. Like I said, had a horrible headache from the stressful day that I had at work, working in a little cubicle all day, on the phone with annoying people, like annoying customers and stuff like that. So I came into my apartment. I looked down as I was closing the door behind me, and there was a letter on the floor, and the landlord must have slid the letter under the door while I was at work. So I looked down at the letter, I bend over, and I picked the letter up, open up, and I read it. And as I began to read the letter, tears began to well up in my eyes, and felt a knot in my throat. I couldn't really swallow. It was all just hitting me all at once. And the letter said that it was a 3-day pay or quit notice, which means I had 3 days to pay the rent that I owed, or I would have to give up the apartment and leave and basically be evicted. And I was just feeling really, really low at that point, and that really wasn't the reason why it hit me so hard. The real reason why this particular event the real reason why this particular instance hit me real hard, because I had gotten these types of letters before, just because it was I was behind on rent and stuff, but I would always work it out. But the reason why this hit me so hard is because earlier in the same day at work, I checked my checking account, and my checking account was negative $426. Now, I don't know if you can even imagine how low that could feel, but I just felt like there was nothing was. I basically felt like I was not able to get anything to work for me. So I sat down, took my coat off and everything, and I just started to think. I didn't even turn the TV on. I was just sitting on the couch just thinking, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening? I had basically been trying to use the different business opportunities that I was trying to make money in using the internet, so I could have extra side income that would allow me to promote my music and basically start earning income from my music. And this went on, this loop of failure went on for 8 years. And this particular time, I just had enough. I'm like, why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I get anything to work? Why me? And as I began to think that way, I figured, basically I noticed that the more negative thoughts that I thought about, the worse I felt. And I didn't like the feeling at all. It was just low, negative, vibrational feeling that I had. And it was at that moment that I remembered a movie that I had saw prior to when I was living at home with my mother. And the movie talked about how your thoughts can actually affect your life and the things that you experience in your life. And I realized that all of these negative thoughts were actually making me feel bad. And the name of that movie is The Secret. Okay, and from that point on, I basically decided that I was going to switch the way that I thought about things that were happening to me. And instead of thinking negative thoughts, I started to use the law of attraction to basically think more positive, higher vibrational thoughts. And I basically from that moment, I mean, after I got the landlord on the phone and set up payment arrangements so I didn't get kicked out, I had enough food and gas and everything to last me to my next paycheck. What I did from then on is basically I rewatched the Secret, and I started using the techniques and the strategies inside of that movie, and I really started using the law of attraction, and I really started to get serious about it. And what happened is I did actually begin to shift my attitude. I was able to shift the way that I thought. I was able to shift the way that I thought about things. And instead of being at work all miserable and stressed out and stuff like that, I was actually able to get through my day with a positive attitude, with a feeling of being grateful, and basically just feeling good instead of feeling terrible about the situation that I was in. And basically that is what got me serious about using the law of attraction, that situation. And from there, I mean, there was a long journey of using law of attraction and actually learning how to use it correctly, because at first I wasn't actually getting the results that I desired. But as I did more studying and more basically as I learned more about what I was doing by following different teachers from that movie, The Secret, I was able to then start getting results and seeing the things that I wanted being manifested into my reality. So yeah, that's basically the story behind how I got serious about using law of attraction. And now my mission is to help other people use the law of attraction to get what you desire, and to basically change the way that you look at life, because you actually are in control, even though we don't realize it. So that's it for this episode. I hope you got some value from that. If you did, go ahead, like and share and comment, and also make sure you give me a good rating. Always want you to remember, you can be, you can do, and you can have anything that you want. All you have to do is believe. All right, so that's it for this one. Take care. God bless. I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.